is following this story for us. So, Kara, what sorts of records could we potentially see based off of this ruling?
Boris, this ruling relates to the investigation that was conducted by the U.S. Attorney's Office in the Southern District of Florida that ended with the non-prosecution agreement struck with Jeffrey Epstein in 2007. So it could contain some of the investigative files from that initial investigation, things that could include financial records, search warrant returns, interview transcripts with survivors, with people who worked for Epstein. That's the potential of what this will entail. They have not been explicit in this court filing about exactly what is covered by the protective order that the judge has now ruled can be modified, or who actually would have testified before a grand jury, since Epstein was not actually indicted in that case. But this is the first of 3 potential rulings on this, because the judge in Florida got the initial request to unseal these transcripts after the passage of the Epstein Transparency Act last month. And in this case, the judge saying that that act trumps grand jury secrecy rules, which is why the judge ruled that these materials could be unsealed. There are 2 expected rulings in New York involving the later Epstein investigation, resulting in the criminal charges against him in 2019, and then the charges against Ghislaine Maxwell. In those cases, DOJ has been very explicit of what it contains: these search warrant returns, financial records, interviews, police reports, mugshots, a ton of information. The judges there are weighing those materials and responses. Just today, a lawyer for some of the survivors filed a letter saying that he hopes that whatever the judge does, he orders DOJ to work with the victims to ensure that their personal information is not made public through a large document dump. They said that the House Oversight Committee in the 20,000-page dump last month, that they had inadvertently released information about dozens of survivors, saying some of them had reached out to the lawyers very concerned. So the lawyers here are asking the judges in New York to please ensure that DOJ properly redacts the names. That's likely to occur also with the Florida one. Boris?
Kara Scannell, thank you so much for the update. We know we'll be watching that story very closely. Still to come, the U.S. carrying out another